Hi, my name is Ashu. Today I am going to tell you a story from Vishnu Puran book. Dhruv retires to the forest. Swayambhu Manu has two sons, Priyavrata and Uttanpad. Uttanpad had two wives, Suruchi and Suniti. Suruchi had a son, Uttam, while Suniti had also a son, Dhruv. King Uttanpad loved Suruchi more than he loved Suniti. One day, the king was sitting on the throne. Prince Uttam was playing in his lap. Meanwhile, Dhruv also arrived there and insisted to play in the lap of his father. At his insistence, Queen Suruchi ridiculed, saying, "Though you are also a son of this king, yet this throne belongs to my son. Don't you know that you have been born to Suniti?" Getting angry at his stepmother's ridicules, Dhruv went to his mother. Suniti consoled her son and inquired about the reason for his anger. Dhruv narrated the whole story to his mother. Suniti too got perplexed and said, "Oh son, Suniti speaks the truth, but you don't worry. For no one can do away the virtues of your deeds that you performed in your previous birth. Hence you should not feel sorry over such petty things. If you feel really sorry by the words of your stepmother, why don't you try to gather virtues? Why don't you try to be a gentle and altruistic person?" Thus consoled by Mother, Dhruv said, "Mother, from now onwards, I will do every such thing so that I may attain the most respected position in the world. I am no longer desirous of getting a position granted by others. I will achieve the same position as my father has." Saying this, Dhruv left the palace and the town and reached a dense forest. 7 sages were already present in the forest. Dhruv greeted them all and said very politely, "O great sages, I am Prince Dhruv. King Uttanpad is my father, and his younger queen Suniti is my mother. I have arrived here out of desperation." The sages said, "O Prince, you are just a small boy. You have no reason to be worried because your father is still alive. What then caused you such a severe desperation?" Dhruv narrated the whole events and also told them how his stepmother Suruchi ridiculed about his inferior position in the palace. The sages said, "O Prince, kindly tell us whatever you have decided to do to change your destiny, and also tell us if we can help you in any way." Dhruv said, "O sages, I long for neither wealth nor the kingdom. I simply long to enjoy such a position that nobody have ever enjoyed earlier. Kindly help me and guide me what I should do to attain such a position." Sage Marichi said, "O Prince, nobody can attain such an unparalleled position without the worship of Lord Vishnu. So you also worship that eternal supreme being." Sage Atri said, "He who is far above this tangible world can satisfy him and attain his grace." Sage Angira said, "Go and worship Govind, who holds the entire universe within him. Sage Pulastya said, even the wretched people attain the rare salvation worshipping Hari. Sage Pulaha said, go and worship Lord Vishnu, worshipping whom even Indra attained the position of the gods' king. Sage Kratu said, go and worship Janardana, who is supreme, who is deity of the Yagyas and Yagya himself. Sage Vasishta said, O son, you will attain whatever you wish by worshipping Lord Vishnu. Dhruv said, O sages, you have told me about whom I should worship. Now kindly tell me what I should do to please the Lord. The sages said, it is imperative for a person who wishes to worship Lord Vishnu that first of all, he should expel all other menial thoughts from his mind and replace them with the contemplation of the Lord alone. O Prince, thus concentrate on omnipotent, eternal Lord with the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Your grandfather Swayambhu Manu had himself recited this mantra during the previous sage and had received the perfection of his desire from the Lord. So you too go and recite the same mantra in order to please Lord Vishnu. Thank you.